What is going on, guys? Ray here in PapaReys Boom Boom Room. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. We're gonna go ahead and continue the series and go to the back to the NFC. We're gonna go NFC South. Consists of the Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This we're gonna see in this video. This division is easily one of the now tougher divisions to play against. This division, I think, is going to have one of the highest scoring games in all of the NFL. Each team has their own 3, 4, 5-headed monster. Offensively, this division is going to be insane. Before we get into that, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll have those names below in the description. Let's get into it. Starting off with the Atlanta Falcons. Last year, the Atlanta Falcons finished 7-9. A little disappointing. Their needs pre-draft were DB, linebacker, corner, defensive tackle, and guard. They didn't really go after much of their needs. They did fill that corner need with A.J. Terrell, cornerback out of Clemson, with Desmond Trufant gone. A.J. Terrell is a great playmaker. He was a big part of that defense this year for Clemson. They went ahead and got Marlon Davidson in the second round out of Auburn. That is Derek Brown's teammate. Derek Brown with the Carolina Panthers. Then they got Matt Hennessy. That's a cool name. Center out of Temple. Alex Mack is, I think, it's like his 12th season. So that's looking towards the future, filling in a hole that will be there in the next coming seasons with Alex Mack probably retiring soon. Matt Hennessy is a great fill-in for that. They got Mykal Walker, Fresno State linebacker in the 4th. Jalen Hawkins, safety out of the University of California in the 4th as well. And then they got Sterling Hoffrichter, punter out of Syracuse, Orange. Man, I feel like they had a decent draft. They could have went and got that guard that they needed. But Atlanta is a decent team and can always compete. Last year was a really off year for them. But with the addition of Todd Gurley, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst from Baltimore, that offense, like I'm telling you, this division, this offense is going to run this division. Hopefully Todd Gurley's knee is 100%, because I would love to see Todd Gurley, Julio, and Calvin and all of them just go off this season and have career numbers. It'll be very interesting to watch. Their need for a corner and defensive end, I still feel like even though they got A.J. Terrell, they still lack a lot in DBs and edge rushers. Yeah, but I think that's something in this division. Like I said, it's going to be QB ran and offensively ran, defensive ends and corners to get after the rusher or after the QB and defend air balls. It's going to be something really key in this division. I pay attention to that. Next up, I got the Carolina Panthers. Last year, 5-11. Biggest needs: defensive tackle, corner, linebacker, safety. Luke Kuechly, their linebacker captain, did retire really early. I wish the best of luck to him. But he did leave a giant hole in that defense that they did not address in this draft. They did address the defensive tackle spot with, like I said earlier, Derek Brown out of Auburn, defensive tackle. The guy's a wrecking ball. They also, in the second round, got Yatur Gross-Matos, defensive end out of Penn State. That kid's also nice. I did include him in one of my edge rusher videos from last series. Then in the second round as well, Jeremy Chin, safety out of Southern Illinois. Troy Pride Jr., corner out of Notre Dame in the 4th. Kenny Robinson, safety out of West Virginia. Bravion Roy, defensive tackle out of Baylor. Stanley Thomas Oliver, corner out of Florida International. Like I said, all these teams are building these monster offenses. They got Teddy Bridgewater, quarterback. Christian McCaffrey at running back, 1K team club last year. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, which was the Jets' #1 wide receiver. Moving Robbie to possibly probably #2 now. I feel like Robbie Anderson is going to have an amazing season. Come back strong and really show the Jets fans what he's really about on another team. um, they're stacked at DB. They have really good DBs in Carolina. My boy Trey Boston over there. They did strengthen up that D line. Like I said, a lot of these teams have a really good running back, Todd Gurley. Tampa Bay has Ronald Jones. So that's very important. D line to get to the QB as well with Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan in this division. The only thing like I said, they lack that linebacker that they lost in Luke Kuechly. Hopefully Shaq Thompson or somebody else steps up, fills that void. But I like Carolina's chances also to make the playoffs or at least be above 500 compared to last year. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints. Last year, 13-3. For some reason, they get jacked every single playoffs for like the past 4 years. That's going to have to stop being an excuse, and they just need to play and get ahead, in my opinion. Although those calls are unfortunate, there are also other plays during the course of the game where New Orleans could have been up, so that wouldn't have even been an issue. Their needs really was another wide receiver other than Michael Thomas, offensive guard, corner, linebacker, defensive tackle. They didn't have too many picks in this draft due to, I think it was that Eli Apple acquisition. They gave away a lot, and a few other things. #1 pick was Cesar Ruiz, center out of Michigan, which is a steal. Cesar Ruiz is a monster. I know my friend Gabe wanted him to go to the Giants. Either Ruiz, Hennessy. He wanted a center. That was a great pick, I think, for New Orleans looking into the future. Keep Drew Brees safe for these 1 to 2 years that he's gonna continue to play for the Saints. Next up, we have Zach Bond, linebacker out of Wisconsin. In the 3rd round, another great linebacker. Only thing is probably his hands. He's more of an open field tackler, more like a zone linebacker. But I feel like he will have a great career over there in New Orleans. My pick that I really wanted in Baltimore was Adam Troutman, tight end out of Dayton. He's going to be nasty over there, man, along with Jared Cook. That's going to be really nice for Drew Brees. And they got Tommy Stevens, quarterback out of Mississippi State. Really not underrated. He's an okay quarterback. This move was more for just in case Taysom Hill does decide to leave next year. I don't think they want to use that 1st-round tender on him because he's not 1st-round talent. Like I said again, Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas. They filled Emmanuel Sanders in that other wide receiver position. Jared Cook. Just offensively ran division. It's going to be insane to watch these games. Man, they're going to be averaging 30, 40 points. I'm telling you, it's going to be really nice to watch this division play. Next up, last but not least, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 7-9 last year, and that is with Jameis Winston leading the league in passing yards and interceptions. This team was easily a playoff team if he would not have thrown so many interceptions. Jameis Winston is now with the New Orleans Saints as a backup. In the draft, they needed defensive tackle, offensive tackle, linebacker, running back, defensive end. And my pick, what they needed as a corner or a DB or something, and they did not go after it. So we shall see how that defense works out. 1st round, Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle out of Iowa, easily the top offensive tackle in this draft. That's going to be Tom Brady's best friend. Next up, we got Antoine Winfield Jr., safety out of Minnesota. When I was watching the draft, it was pretty cool that his dad played in the NFL as well. Keyshawn Vaughn, running back out of Vanderbilt. The guy's a monster. Tyler Johnson, wide receiver out of Minnesota. He was a big part of that offense in Minnesota. Khalil Davis, defensive tackle, Nebraska. Chappelle Russell, linebacker out of Temple. And Raymond Calais, running back out of Louisiana. That kid has like a 4.4 speed, 4.42 speed. If he gets open, he's gone. Like I said, run by offense. You got Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, Ronald Jones. What do you got? Cameron Brate and OJ Howard. Those three, they're probably going to play a lot of 3 tight end sets. Man, it seemed like Tom Brady wasn't having a lot of fun in New England last year. But with these toys he has in Tampa Bay, it's going to be really fun for Tom Brady. Like I said before, Tampa Bay lacks the DBs and the corners that I feel like they needed to address. But they do make up with it with a strong linebacking core. Devin White, Shaquille Barrett. They still got Ndamukong Suh down there on the defensive line. So hopefully their core with D-line and linebacker makes up for the lack of DBs that I think they have. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, this is a quarterback division. You need those DBs to stop Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, and Teddy Bridgewater. But hopefully that linebacking core is strong enough to get to the quarterbacks before they air it out. My season predictions this year, man, this division, like I've been saying this whole video, it's gonna be so interesting to watch. Colin Cowherd has the Saints finishing 10-6, Tampa 9-7, Panthers 8-8, and ATL 7-9. I'm pretty close to that. I feel like the Panthers might win a little bit more than what I got. I got the Saints finishing at first 11-5. I got Tampa finishing second 10-6. I got Atlanta finishing 7-9, like Colin Cowherd said, and I also got the Panthers finishing 8-8, with a few games that, like I said, probably be close down to the wire. Those numbers could fluctuate a little bit, but this division is going to be so fun to watch next year, and I'm so ready to see Tom Brady on a different team. It's just going to be interesting. I'm going to love watching. I'm actually watch some Bucs games, and I'm not even a Bucs fan. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video with me. NFC South, super competitive division going to be this year. If you have not already, go ahead and like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Share these videos, guys. I really appreciate the people that do watch these videos. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.